Hey guys, what's going on? Eric here, bringing you guys some more D2 content. In today's video, I'm going to finally showcase my Corpse Explosion Necro from the Crafters League, aka Season 8.5. Although all the information I'm going to showcase is going to be totally relevant to Season 9 as well. I just won't have an Infinity, or Facets, or SOJs, or Corpsemorn, but this thing still rips. This thing is still really good. I'm going to go over the build, I'll talk about prices, we're going to go over the items, the inventory, the mercenary, the skills, and then we're going to run a map. I might show a little bit of a cow map as well. I'm going to do a throne, but showcasing this thing ripping through cows is just always so satisfying, so I'll show a little bit of that as well. I actually started out as a summon necro with all skeletons. I had a full inventory. I had probably the best wand on the server. And even though you saw me break a couple godly shields, I did find a good replacement, but I sold that as well once I crafted some items. This game told me that I needed to play Corpse Explosion, and also I'll show you why. I crafted this wand, left the game as soon as I got it, pieced it for 2 sockets, and then rejoined again, and we got 1 all slam on this. We got +7 Corpse Explosion. This thing is insane. I got a 7 faster hit recovery, 9 dex, 2 mana after each kill, and then a 9 dex, 3 mana after each kill. I was trying to get better jewels, but there was just so few people playing, but those are still really solid. And the other thing that finally made me switch it up to Corpse Explosion is I crafted this shield as well. I was crafting, I don't know, maybe like 100 to 200 for the shields. I crafted this. I actually tried to sell it. I'm really glad I didn't sell it because I actually crafted the shield first, crafted it, cannot be frozen, got 2 sockets. This thing is insane. And then I crafted the wand, and then I decided to switch it up. Moving on to the belt, I can't remember if I posted this to my comms channel, but I think I crafted between 350 and 400 belts. And I would say every 50 caster crafts, I got about 5 belts. And then finally got castrate. You're probably going to be seeing some pop-ups here from people dying or doing achievements because I'm currently in the beta or non-ladder, just showcasing my gear. Moving on to the gloves. I got really lucky with these, in my opinion. I crafted between 100, maybe like 100, 150 gloves, and similar to the belts, basically every 50 caster crafts you would get a castrate on the caster gloves, and then you just had to hit castrate on the corruption, and luckily I did that. And luckily I hit that 3 mana after each kill. I think 4 is max, potentially 3, I forget, but that's kind of crucial with this build. Moving on to the boots, I found these, slammed these. Couldn't find anything better. They're almost tri-res in a sense. I really wish it was 30 faster run walk and that defense was another res, but these things are pretty sick as well. First thing that I bought, and ended up spending 70 shards on this. I think I tried to lowball, came up a bit, came up a bit, a little bit more, and finally I was just like, all right, 70 is fine. Traded that right away. This thing is insane. It's so clean. It actually looks like a decent melee ring as well. For the next ring, I forget the price. Typically, 20 FCR rings on the Crafters Leagues were going for about 40 to 50 shards minimum. For the armor, this thing popped up. I snatched it right away. It said offer, and I didn't lowball. I offered 100 shards, and that was enough to take it. The guy was happy with that. We got 2 shields, and then we got a 9 strength, 3 mana after each kill jewel in there as well. More mana after each kill. For this amulet, I spent 50 shards and 50 safety. There was very few plus 4 amulets in general. Ideally, this would have castrate, but that 24 dex is great because I am max block. Moving on to the jewel of this thing. There's another necro, and again, I posted this in the comms channel. His name was the Count. He had this from a while ago. It was Tiara, and I said, if I get a mirror, I'm going to mirror this thing. One guy posted a mirror for 500 shards, and I had 500. I was coming up on 1,000, and I couldn't find any upgrades, so I had enough. And he posted it like 2 a.m. so I knew he was in a different time zone. I think it was in Europe for sure. And that whole day, literally that whole day, on my phone, on my computer, I was just refreshing. I probably refreshed the page 400 or 500 times, all the way up until 24 hours later at 2 a.m. when he was finally online. I said, I got 500 shards. And he said, I think there was a language barrier. He said, you are too late. And then moments later, he goes, like, what game? So I joined, bought it, messaged the Count. mirrored his, and the thing was he had a really decent jewel, but I wanted to get a 3-3. He had like a 2-3 in there, and I said, hey, I'll buy you another jewel and a cham, because that's what he had in there, because I didn't need the cham. So I'll give you those, we'll mirror it. So he unsocketed his stuff, upped it to a diadem, mirrored it. I gave him his own 3-2 jewel and another cham. So this thing ended up costing me around 650 shards, somewhere around there. Totally worth it. This thing is insane. And I actually I bought 2 vials. Some person found 2 vials. He was like level 80 or something. He said he found 2 vials 4 hours apart from each other. I've only found 2 since I've been playing this, and I ended up spending about 600 shards total, about 300 each. Used that to buy this first 3-3 jewel. It's a 3-3 with that 10 max, 10 defense, totally useless, unfortunately. And then the other jewel is 9 strength, 3 mana after each kill. So in total, I think I have 10 life after each kill, and then 17 mana after each kill, which is pretty much what you need. I would say once you get above 12, it starts feeling better, but when you break 15, it plays so much smoother. Moving on to the inventory, I forget what I bought this for. It was cheap. It was probably like 5 shards, and I don't remember what I paid for any of these. P&Bs weren't too expensive, but people just weren't posting lifers, unfortunately. All of these small charms are self-found. The Annie cost me 60 shards, and then the torch was like a combination of like some maybe like 7 pieces and like 10 infusions back when they didn't have too much value, or they had more value. So I didn't spend too much on that. And then this tomb, I've made it a point to get a tomb, or an almanac, sorry. And I think maybe 5 are posted throughout the whole season. And hold on, I'm gonna look at my notes, because this was 30 infusions, 30 shards, and 7 pieces, 2 summon XGCs, and then I found this GG, technically it was caster Zon amulet, but it had mana, strength, Zon, res, Zon circ with 2 sockets. It was pretty sick. All right, moving on to the mercenary. I crafted this. Yes, I did, because I had something else similar. All right, check this out. This is sick. I hit exactly 138 cast rate, so that's the breakpoint we are hitting. Crafted this, crafted these as well. We got some decks. We're hitting some cast rate. We got some res. This one's nice. Got 9 PDR. Bought this. I forget. It wasn't very expensive. This has 10 more DR. Found this circlet. A lot of life, cast rate, a lot of res. And then I bought this really cheap. This was like, excuse me, like 5 or 10 shards. I bought it from somebody who maybe didn't know that you could use paladin shields on Act 3 Merces, because this is sick. We got block rate, cast rate, DR, and all res is pretty sick. And then I found and slammed these as well. I was using these for quite a while. These are pretty sick as far as self-found goes. I think that is all the gear. Let's go. Okay, I was gonna go battle orders. We don't need to do that. Let's go over the skills. We maxed out amp. Maxed out Corpse Explosion. Amp's one of the synergies. We got maxed out Desecrate, and we maxed out Revive as well. I have 5 points into Golem Mastery, so I have 2 Golems when I have them summoned. I don't quite have enough to 0 cooldown Blood Warp, but I don't know. Hold on, what is it? There we go. I'm close. If I wanted to finish at level 97, I'd get that down to 0. I got 1 into Bone Armor, and I think that's all of the skills. Let's look at our stat screen once I can hit the right button. There we go. I'm doing 3,800, Jesus, 6 to 9k Corpse Explosion. That's like a combination of fire damage and physical damage. This thing is sick. We do have max block. I do have max res, not too much stacked, unfortunately. The only magic find I have is from the Guide. We're hitting 125 cast rate and 86 FHR exactly. And there you can see my life and mana after each kill. Is that everything? All right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna show just the cows real quick. And okay, what do? I usually do Canyon. This is pretty great. You could do the Bashers in Frigid, but this is really consistent because there's only 2 monsters that spam from Desecrate. You need mana. All right, did we get enough? All right, here we go. Let's go kill some cows. All right, we're gonna showcase this build. All right. Amp, amp, amp. Amazing. Amazing. I would say FHI is pretty crucial. Wow, my volume is so loud. And I opted to do max block as opposed to energy for bone armor. I'm gonna need to adjust the game volume because this is loud as shit. All right, let me adjust my game volume and we will do the other map. All right, map number 2, there is no increased life. We got some, I guess, more cows. We're doing more cows in here. I am missing some faster recovery, which is kind of annoying, but no big deal. We are gonna clear out this whole map. I will set a timer. I'm not gonna pick up items because the season is over. So normally I do pick up more items. So it's gonna look a little bit faster than I typically show. I know I like to showcase this build while picking up items. I know it shows like a more true clear time. Every now and then I space out and I end up desecrating way more than I need to. I would say if it has increased life, you might need to desecrate twice, because if the corpse explosion on the monsters you placed on the ground aren't enough, then just it becomes not smooth. So even if I break 200 density, I might typically re-roll it if it has like 30 increased life. But if it has like 250 density, then I'm just like, all right, I'll play it, whatever. The fire absorb doesn't really matter too much. The thing that ends up holding up the build sometimes are elites. You'll end up, well, obviously the bosses as well. I'll end up killing everything around the elite. And I still, honestly, I still don't fully understand the full radius. It's probably on like a tooltip or something, but I've never looked it up. It seems like there's like a chain effect where if somebody's hit, it kind of reminds me of what's the AoE in area damage in D3. Obviously that's not the case. It's kind of just like you start tickling at certain ranges, and then the closer you are to the center, I don't know if it does more damage that way. I will say one thing that's annoying about the build is, let's say you cast Desecrate on the head of a monster. It feels like it desecrates at their feet. Oh yeah, I don't have my loot filter installed because I just installed the new installer. I noticed it was really nice when I rejoined the game that my summons were here. That's a really nice addition to Season 9. As you guys can see, again, I don't have an infinity, I don't have facets, I don't have SOJs. This build is going to be insane if you want to play it on Season 9. I will say one build that I saw, the guy's name is ULOLCE. He used upped 6-socket bone collector. That thing's pretty sick because it comes with 9 mana after each kill as well. Or what did I say, 9? 15 mana after each kill, and then you can put 6 facets in it. Super strong build. So you pretty much just need life after each kill on some other slots, because 15 mana after each kill is all you need. So this is insane for killing trash. It's absolute dog shit for single target. You guys will see that. Typically what I do is, oh, my Merc died. I didn't realize that. Typically what I do is, depending on how mobile and active the boss is, if they are just really sedentary, I will slam like 20 desecrates on them and then go to town. But if it's moving a lot, I might do like 2 or 3 desecrates, run out of those, recast desecrate on where the monster or the boss may or may not be. So yeah, this is not... I don't think this can... I bet it could probably do Ubers, but declone... Man, I don't know. This thing sucks at single target. But it is very mobile. When you get enough sustain, this thing is solid for sure. And if you're starting out and you're hitting that 75 FCR, it's pretty strong. But as soon as you hit 125, it really shines. But as soon as you break 125 FCR, you need at least 10 mana after each kill for sure. One thing that really sucks with the build in terms of like teleporting into the middle of the shit is FHR. I would say characters like Shrieking Terrors, which obviously are awful for summon builds as well. They're super annoying to play against. Alright, here we go. Let's get the boss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Hopefully I kill them before my summons die. And then unfortunately, revives do not last the entire game. So I don't usually go back to Canyon. Alright, where are we at? Wow, you dick. I don't usually go back and summon again. Where are you? Did I kill it? Oh, I forgot I don't have any drops on. Alright, let's revive what we have here. Let's grab some pots. Oh god, my hotkeys are just not working right now. I don't have anything set up. I probably should have set up my loot filter. Alright, let's get the Mercs one more time. Slowing down my progress. I have not decided what I want to do for Season 9. I was thinking about doing another Javzon Lightning Strike instead of Lightning Fury. But, I don't know. I really like being mobile. I really like my Nova's source. I don't want to do that again, though, even though they're buffing it. So, if you guys can afford it, it's an insane build for sure. One thing that I found super impressive was that, granted they're nerfing Atmas. I didn't see what the nerf was. I think they nerfed the FCR. I was looking at some really insane builds that had Abyss armors, and I had higher life and higher mana with my build, and I'm pretty sure higher damage. So I don't really know which builds truly benefit from an Abyss armor. I would say pretty much just 200 FCR cold sources, so you could use a Nightwing. I don't know. It seems like the only main build. If you guys know a better build that can utilize the Abyss, I don't know. I was trying to. The one thing I was thinking about with Lightning Strike is I want to. Oh god, brain fart. I wasn't corpse explosioning. I really want a Band of Skulls. I don't know. I want to go hard at the game, but I just don't want to do all Uber content. I haven't fully seen what they're gonna do with dungeons. I'm assuming they're nerfing those in some way, so barbs aren't just leaping all their way. But with my Phoenix Strike Assassin, I did do about 40 boss kills. It was really depressing getting unique amulets off of the bosses and them not being third eyes. It is a rush though. We'll see what ends up happening with that. But if I end up doing Power Strike, I'd want a Band of Skulls, and I would need Ethereals and another 3-socket Griffin. So it's an expensive build. With the buff to the next hit always misses going away and buffing melee hit chance up to 100%. I was thinking about doing a Zealer. I don't know. Let me know what you guys are planning on doing. I watched Noodle play the Poison Strike neck, and it seemed to rip. It kind of looked like a better Rabies Druid, honestly. It seemed really strong. I don't know if they're going to nerf that as well, because that shit just chains and chains and chains. Such a strong build. Alright, we're almost done. A couple more monsters here. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you guys want to see more from me, subscribe to the channel. Sorry I didn't upload a lot of videos, and I don't upload that frequently. I just, when I have leisure time, I play the game as opposed to editing. Alright, let's get to a clear area. Alright, that's the build. Alright, bye.